Polly Boyko reporting to us there from the Thames. So what's the next big thing, by the way? It's called 5G. Have you heard of it? Everybody's talking about it. Frankly, I'm not the techiest guy in the world, so I actually had to Google it this afternoon to find out more about what 5G, what is 5G. So I looked at Wikipedia, and here's what I found out that Wikipedia says. 5G, according to Wikipedia, is the latest generation of cellular communications targeting high data rates, reduced latency, energy savings, cost reductions, higher system capacity, and massive connectivity. There you go. A bunch of big words that may mean something to you, maybe not. But it does sound impressive, right? Who wouldn't want all of that? Well, some might ask, there's got to be a catch. So joining us now is our correspondent, Michelle Greenstein, with the latest on 5G, and I guess the question would be that. Here's the setup, ba-dum-bum. Is there a catch?
There is, just a small one. It might kill you.
Good to know.
So you'll find.
How so?
Well, a few days ago, actually, a group of scientists, doctors, environmental organizers, and concerned citizens got together and they called for the urgent stop to the deployment of 5G. They said that it's been proven harmful to human bodies, that this is an experiment on humanity, and that this should be called a crime under international law. Let's talk about today's technology, what we have going on today. Your phone is constantly sending magnetic fields in and out of each other. Whether or not you're receiving a notification right now, all of our digital tech sends this data back and forth, right, using these invisible microwave radiation signals, aka radio frequency radiation.
Right.
That's today's tech. We have every cell tower, every router constantly pulsing with radiation, whether or not you're using it. Science shows that this causes DNA damage, cancer, among other things. But don't take my word for it.
And that's just with 4G.
That's just with today's technology.
Before we get to 5G, right now you got some of it, but not
exactly.
that much.
Let's listen to what Dr. Sharon Goldberg has to say. She's a clinical researcher and an internal medicine physician. This is what she has to say about what we're using today.
Wireless radiation has biological effects, period. This is no longer a subject for debate when you look at PubMed and the peer-reviewed literature. These effects are seen in all life forms: plants, animals, insects, microbes. In humans, we have clear evidence of cancer now. There is no question. We have evidence of DNA damage, cardiomyopathy, which is the precursor of congestive heart failure, neuropsychiatric effects.
So, if 4G is already doing some of this, and I imagine if somebody walks around all day with their phone next to their head for hours upon end, they might be doing some damage to themselves. But let's get beyond 4G. Right. How much more potentially dangerous will 5G be? Why?
Well, here's what's really dangerous about 5G. I mean, it's being sold to us as super awesome. You know, your toaster can talk to your door lock. It can talk to your self-driving car. Like, you have a thermostat in your home that knows when you're home. You have these smart homes. Like, it just really sold to us as being awesome. But the downside is that with this rollout, it will be impossible to exist in a city or to walk outside without being exposed. There's going to be a cell tower in front of every few houses. And this means that your personal choices, whether or not you personally use a cell phone or hold it 10 inches away from your head, that cannot escape you from your radiation exposure. So let's listen to what Dr. David Carpenter, another public health physician and actually a signatory to this international appeal, had to say. I asked him about the safety testing that's been done with this 5G rollout.
Okay.
There's been no safety testing of 5G. The reason I think that it's dangerous is that there isn't any specific information to 5G, but we know that radio frequency radiation of 3G and 4G are associated with a whole variety of different human health effects. Everyone is going to be exposed to radio frequency radiation more continuously and at higher intensities. And that's going to cause more human disease.
So if I was your big brother or your dad, and you're being a little younger than me and probably have a little more awareness of this stuff, and I asked you,
sure.
So when you describe 5G, for those in the audience that maybe don't understand it, it's like this Alexa thing that's being sold to us. It's this thing in our homes where, as you said, our toaster is talking to our phone, and our phone is talking to...
the Internet of Things, right? So, I mean, if you go online and Google Internet of Things, it's just like utopian
everything is
vision.
connected, right?
Everything, yeah. It sounds super amazing.
That's what 5G will eventually want out.
Exactly.
And you're saying it's too much. It's too omnipresent.
Well, I'm saying that there should at least be a public debate about the health effects. And the fact is, the government is completely not jumping on the ball. I mean, because of the Telecommunications Act of 1996, which says that no state or local government can regulate the placement of any cell towers regardless of environmental effects.
Right.
That has really laid, there it is right there, that has really laid the groundwork for this toxic infrastructure.
What is that we're looking at? I mean,
this is the Telecommunications Act of 1996.
It's long. Why am I reading it?
This basically says that regardless of health effects, you cannot stop the deployment of 5G infrastructure. And the FCC, which has no health expertise itself, is completely captured by the wireless industry. It's the same playbook that big oil used with climate change or big tobacco with cigarettes. They're really deceiving the public and selling this to us as something that doesn't have a lot of risks. But who hasn't been fooled? The insurance companies. They are not selling any product liability policies that cover cell phone radiation because they aren't fooled by these studies. And look, when people find reports, it is. When usually when you or I go online and find reports about wireless tech to find that it's harmless or that there's no evidence of harm, we're usually looking at industry-sponsored studies.
Yeah, and it's not a question about whether we don't want to move toward new technology. We just want to make sure that new technology is tested before we put it out there. So, good stuff. Hey, Michelle, as usual, good stuff. Thank you for the report.
All right, so shalom, shalom. And first and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, Zachary Millstone. Salutations to you, Akyam. All right, so yesterday I did word search, RFID, and 5G, and it led me to some information. And today, a brother posted an article, video in the chat, and it was through the Spirit. Anyway, I looked it up. A few brothers did lessons on it even a few years ago. This brother right here, I think he's in Houston, right there. 2017, brothers GMS Angels, GMS Jab, GMS Angels, Spirit was on them to bring out this information long before. And, we always had Apostle Tahar talk about the Internet of Things. See, GMS, the clock is up, you see. And brothers, through the Spirit, that's how we know GMS Fishing, for the elect, all last year, and the year before that, 2017, brothers are on it, man, prophesying and bringing out the information through the Spirit, because we pretty much can connect the dots. The Spirit has given us discernment. This is nothing more than pretty much a reminder, man. It's not going to be long drawn out, man. It's just the RFID chip is, 5G is the perfect infrastructure for the RFID chip. And I got this article. It's a PDF file that tells you, man, how much the RFID chip is going to be utilized, but it won't let me download it. So if, your brothers are on a computer, because I'm on my phone, you can look this article up. 10 related articles, but this is a PDF file. I'll just read the heading. It says, abstract as one of the core techniques in 5G. It says the Internet of Things is more interested than ever. It says, furthermore, radio frequency identification, RFID plays a crucial role in the Internet of Things development. It says, with the extensive use of RFID, the fact that a single RFID tag integrates multiple applications has become a mainstream. So this is one of the main implications for the RFID chip, and man, the world around us, it's going to be tailor-made for the RFID chip. And if you don't see it, then that's on you. The information is there. If the other camps don't see it, it's on them. The blood is on their hands. The Lord has made it clear, what Esau is doing, And look, man, only his men are gonna be prepared. All right. But we know also we're dealing with the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, the devil, who's pretty much bringing his wrath upon the world, through his technology, So I just had a few scriptures, and I'm gonna sign off, and yeah, just be prepared, man. So Salaki, bear with me. All right, so I had this precept posted as that video was playing, but I'll read it. This is Matthew 24:22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And then we're seeing days being shortened, all right, because the Most High is, coming. We're coming closer and closer to His second coming, and He has to come, man, or else Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is going to destroy everything around him, and that's what they do, That's what they do, okay. And this is what the Most High is called Edom, man. All right. Malachi 1:4. Okay. The border of wickedness, man. All right. It says, Malachi 1:4, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return to and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. So the Most High has righteous anger against the so-called white man forever, He has righteous anger. And there's a huge reason why, man, And we see it when we look out into the world and we see how these Edomites deal and what they do to the planet and what they do to everybody around them, They're super hostile. They're super hostile towards the nations. Esau, Edom, he made color an issue. Anybody that was a darker hue, he basically treated them like shit, man. And the Most High is gonna judge you for that, man. But like I said, I'm gonna just get to the point, and I'm gonna close out. All right, Revelations 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you. All right. And the devil is an actual person. Okay. It says, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And these white people know they have a short time. All right. They can feel it in their spirit. They can feel it, basically what comes to in their spirit, man, is fury and rage. And they know, like, the other nations, are against them, man. This is Psalms 37. And, all right, so Salakia. I'm going to start at 12. All right. I'll start up a few. Yeah, we know not to fret ourselves in any wise to do evil. But Esau is totally different. This is Psalms 37:9. It says, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. All right. And we're waiting on the Lord. All right. We don't have to make no move against Esau. We don't have to, collectively start an army against them. The Most High is raising an army, and He's going to deal with the so-called white man. All right, we don't have to lift a finger. All we have to do is go out there and prophesy. And that's it for him, man, because he's consuming him with the spirit of his mouth and, pretty much lifting the skirts up on Esau. As the scripture say, how the things that Esau searched out. The Most High searched you out, man. All right. Psalms 37:10. It says, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be, but the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. All right, because Esau is taking peace away from the earth. All right, and that's what we look for, peace. Okay, and we don't have it when the so-called white man is in rule. Everybody's suffering. Okay, their industries, their corporations, they They steal from the earth. They steal the resources, and they oppress the hell out of the common man. And we don't care about you other nations, man. We only care about the ones that's been suffering for hundreds of years. All right, the children of Israel. All right, who are not all black. Okay, we come in all different shapes, colors. All right. Psalms 37:12. The wicked plotted against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. All right. The Lord shall laugh at him. All right. And that's what Esau do, man. He's gnashing upon us with his teeth, man. You know, setting up his technology and all of that, man. All right. It says for the Lord. It says the Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. All right. The Most High sees your day coming, man. All right. It says the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation. All right. And that's how it is, man. Whenever we come out, rebuke them, or tell them, or talk about the Most High and what the Most High is going to do to the wicked, they get mad and furious, man. All right. It says their swords shall enter into their own heart and their bows shall be broken, man. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. All right. And we can go on and on. All right. But I'm going to cut it there. And, hey, man, this is how you're going to have to live. You know, on the left, you see the picture, that's from the movie Signs, which is a good movie. And that's how you're going to have to live in this time, man, because the infrastructure of this, the 5G is killing people, man. And Esau is setting it up so it can destroy people even more, man. But, and with that, I'm going to say Shalom. And I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders. Salutations to you, Akia. Shalom.